So what does light energy feel like compared to dark energy? So light energy, it fills. When you feel it within yourself, it fills you and kind of connects you, kind of tethers you in a way to something else, something that you feel beyond, but then you feel like an extension of that beyond. With dark energy, it's a little bit different. With dark energy, it feels like a vibrating sphere it's hollow, but that's what lets it vibrate with such ferocity, with such power, with such resonance, is because it has that hollow space within, and it can just reverberate outward instead of a pillar of light energy that you feel connecting to you something beyond. With the dark energy, you feel this emanation, something that's reverberating, that feels hollow, and then thus allows it to reverberate with such intensity. And there's a lot of different beings and spirits, demons, gods that you can tap into this through, but there's an inherent nature behind a lot of these forces and powers. There's an inherent nature that's older than names and forms that you feel. And it's light and dark energy is the best way I can describe it. I've felt light energy fill me when I connect to Kaliyama within myself. Dark energy is more in its purest. It vibrates. It it fills you with the vibration, but the source of that vibration also feels hollow, if that makes any sense. It's almost like pure dark, maybe abyssal energy. It's reverberating with power, but it also feels like some kind of construct that you also feel that hollowness within, so that it can reverberate. I'm kind of repeating myself here, but it's hard to describe because you'll hear a lot of people talking about how to, what this kind of energy, what that kind of energy is, what it's like to connect with this god, this spirit, this goddess, this demon, whatever. You hear a lot of people talking about it, and it's so wrapped up in name and form that it's almost like they're blinded to really tapping into the energy behind these forms. And I think it's one of the reasons I'm drawn to the runes. It's primordial. They have basic forms that we've kind of adopted just to identify them, but they're very basic, the primordial energies. And I suppose they feel like a combination of light and dark energy. But light and dark energy, they feel different. Light energy feels like a tether and a pillar when it's in you. Dark energy feels like it's filling you with some kind of power that's just like a very low, deep echo, but it's just filling your entire being, your skin, your chest. There's still that hollowness, that nature of it. That it's hollow because it needs to reverberate, it needs to expand, like the chaos star needs to expand. So having that little non-filled circle in the center is kind of vital to tapping into the chaos star, in my opinion. And its purpose, what it taps into, but when it has that circle in the center, it allows it. That's the only way it can expand, and then that's how the dark energy feels within you. You still feel that empty space within, but you feel the expansion, the reverberation that's going out, and that fills your being in a very different way than the pillar, the tether that I'm talking about with light energy. And it's necessary with the dark energy to focus it. Otherwise, it can just consume you. If you can't focus it, then if you can't focus the reverberation, it kind of tears your own energy apart and uses you rather than you using it. With the light energy, it's similar with light energy in a way because it fills you up and you have a tether and you see your edges disappearing. With dark, or you feel your edges disappearing. But with dark energy, you don't feel your edges disappearing. You feel yourself becoming an extension of that reverberation that you need to learn how to focus in order to use it properly. With light energy, you don't necessarily have to focus it, but you also lose your individuality. With dark energy, your individuality becomes very primal when you really tap into dark energy. It becomes very primal, it becomes very in and of itself, rather than an extension an extension by tether that light energy is. This can get very heavily sounding like, the light and dark side in Star Wars, which they definitely drew on some. I don't know if they knew it, but they were definitely drawing on some very, very core facts of how light and dark energy work, or how they feel to the magician. Now, a lot of people who don't do magic or don't do rituals, you're not going to know what these feeling. You'll just know the description that I'm talking about, or you won't really have an experience of these things. If you do rituals, magic, or you connect to gods and goddesses within yourself, or spirits or demons within yourself, you're going to have more of a bigger understanding about what I'm talking about, an experiential understanding, which is vital in knowing what light and dark energy is and what it feels like. Good and evil is that's not part of the feeling. Those are names ascribed to these forces that are behind everything and create everything as a result of combining and struggling together and conflict. But how they feel transcends name, form, time, and place, and person. And names and places and paths. So we use terms, but these feelings of light and dark, if you really just tap into the energy itself and get past all the surface, they each feel very unique. And I'm still learning how to employ both of them. That's a lifelong thing. But they feel different. Light and dark energy feel different. And they're not, they don't whisper, they are. Light fills, dark reverberates. It's the best way I can describe how both these things feel, kind of my current understanding of them. But I'll go into more detail in future videos. At any rate, if you like this video at all, hit that thumbs up down there. It really helps out the channel. Feel free to leave a comment with questions or concerns, or just if you like this video. Really helps out the channel. Thank you very much for watching, and all of you have a wonderful day.